Welcome, 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 welcome. Now, today we're here to bring you some really good news. Okay, now we're going to get into Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, USD, XRP, just to give you a little feel of what it's really about, to see what a crypto, how it works, and how to create a wallet and all different type of things like that. So, of course, I would like to start out with the history of Wall Street. Why is Wall Street the financial center of the United States? Why is it even called Wall Street? Well, here's the answer. History: in the early 1600s, the southern tip of Manhattan Island was a Dutch settlement known as New Amsterdam. In 1653, the governor of the colony decided the best way to protect his thriving trading post from Indians and the British was to build a wall from the Hudson River to the East River. However, the wall did little to deter the British. They attacked by ship in 1664, easily overwhelmed the Dutch, and renamed the city New York. 30 years later, they tore down the wall and used it for firewood. Name: the dirt road that ran alongside the wall, naturally enough known as Wall Street. The main industry: Wall Street has been a commercial center ever since the British took over. They immediately set up a number of exchanges, open, shed-like buildings used for trading commodities like fur, molasses, and tobacco, and slaves on Wall Street. About 100 years later, the first stocks and bonds were sold on the street. At the end of the Revolutionary War, the colonies were so deeply in debt that the first Congress raised $80 million in bonds. Stocks were added 2 years later, and Alexander Hamilton, the Secretary of Treasury, established the nation's first bank, the Bank of the United States, and offered shares to the public. New York Exchange, stocks and bonds soon became a booming business, and in 1792, a group of 24 brokers decided to create an informal exchange to specialize these paper transactions. They signed a document known as the Buttonwood Agreement, named after the tree on Wall Street where the group met, in which they agreed to trade only among themselves and to charge customers a minimum 25% commission. These men are considered the original members of the New York Stock Exchange. When conditions on the street got too crowded, the exchange moved into a coffee house, then rented a room on 40 Wall Street. New members were required to pay an initiation fee, and not less than $25. The amount varied depending on the location of their seat in the room. This is how the traders came to buy a seat on the exchange. By 1848, the prestigious New York Stock Exchange and Bond had absorbed all other exchanges on Wall Street and was conducting business in an orderly and unexciting manner. The chairman called the name of each stock twice a day, and any trading was completed before moving on. American Exchange. Meanwhile, those who couldn't afford to become members continued to trade on the street after hours and became known as curb brokers. For this army of opportunities, the action was in stocks considered too speculative by members of the big board, especially railroads and mining companies created after the discovery of gold in California. By the late 1890s, some of the brokers on the Curb Exchange could afford to rent offices in nearby buildings. Telephone clerks took orders and shouted them out the windows to the brokers below, who were loud in checkered jackets and hats, from bright green derbies to pith helmets, so their clerks could spot them in the crowded street. When the shouting got out of hand, a system of hand signals, some of which are still used today, was developed to pass on price and volume information. The entire scene moved indoors in 1921, and in 1953, the New York Stock Exchange, its name since 1928, became the American Stock Exchange, the second largest stock exchange on Wall Street. The term broker came from the French brochure, meaning someone who broaches or breaks a wine keg. It was originally used to refer to entrepreneurs who bought wine by the barrel, broke it open, and sold it by the cup. All right, that's a little history on Wall Street. And the reason I want to give you that history is to show you that all this was created on the street. All this was created on the street and moved into a building. So believing in cryptocurrency is just another creation of Wall Street. They are known for creating things. That's all it's about. This is true. This is going on. We're going to go through some coins, some of my favorite ones, and see what they're all about. Thank you. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at inside CoinMarket Cap is Bitcoin, BTC. All right, so you can see right here that is number one at the top of the list. Circulating supply. Now you hit these three dots right here. You can view charts, you can view markets, you can view historical data. So let's go check out the historical data. Okay, just as you can see it right here, we're not going to be able to check it out. We'll have to open up a whole new screen. We can get into it later after we open up this Bitcoin right here. So we're going to open this up. Okay. Now we can go into the historical data right here. We don't have to click on those three dots. So you click on the historical data first. We're gonna click on that before we do anything else. Okay. So if you look at April 18th, 2022, the open was 39. And the high was 40. The low was 38. The close was 40. Okay. So if you want to go back a few years, you just look right here. So preferred dates, selected dates. Let's just see. You can go, let's just go to February. It won't let me change the year. So we're just going to go to April 2nd, 2019. No data available right now. So the overview. We can take a look at the price, the market cap, and the trading view. Trading view is another platform where you can go and read the charts. Okay, you can see how it's flowing right now. Right now it's going, and it look like it's going in an upward position. For all you guys that read candlesticks, you can tell this part a lot better than I can. So what we're going to do, we're going to move on. We're going to go to the Bitcoin website. Okay, we're going to go to the Bitcoin website, bitcoin.io. Now you can check out the white paper, the source code. You can even go into other explorers, blockchain, blockchain info, live, blockcipher.com, blockchair.com, explore via btc.com. Some communities, Bitcoin talk.org and reddit.com are some of the community places you can go and talk about Bitcoin. But we're going to go right over here to bitcoin.org. Okay, I'm going to click on it. Now, once we open this up, we will be able to see what Bitcoin is able to do. Okay, so looking at bitcoin.org, okay, you got an introduction. You got individuals, businesses, developers, getting started, how it works, and the white paper. Let's check out the white paper. You all heard about the white paper.